Social media interactions become interesting only when it is two-way. You must get a fair chance to interact with the person you follow or the person whose videos you watch. I have started this new initiative, Ask Milestones to Wealth Anything, AMA in short, through which all of you can stay in touch, ask me questions you like to ask, clear your doubts on personal finance, learn more about Milestones to Wealth and about our PMS products, and stay connected. So, this brings us closer. I am able to be closer to you, to help you in whatever way I can. You feel closer by asking whatever you wish to, and we grow together, helping each other along the way. So fill in this form and stay connected through Ask Milestones to Wealth Anything. Everybody wants to be a contrarian investor. In fact, every value investor thinks that it is natural for him to be a contrarian investor. I made two statements. Each statement has to be weighed very, very carefully. Can everybody be a contrarian investor? What does it take to be a contrarian investor? If you are a kind of investor who wants to buy what everybody invests in, who wants to always be in every trend of the market, who doesn't want to be left out of anything that is popular in the market, who wants to be part of what you think is the hottest sector or space, then with that orientation, I think it is very difficult to be a contrarian investor. This is why 99% of investors are not ready to be contrarian investor, because their expectation is to belong to what is popular, is to belong with the trend. So those who want to stay with the trend and sail with the trend cannot be contrarian investors. Now to the second statement. Every value investor thinks that he can be a contrarian investor. When we make this statement, we forget one basic aspect of the value investor. Generally, fear is the primary emotion in a value investor. The reason why most people are value investors is that they are extremely fearful. And they use value investing to overcome their inner fears by convincing themselves that they are paying a valuation for a business which is relatively safe and will not put them into jeopardy. So when your basic construct is built on the foundation of fear and you are channeling that fear in as positive a way as possible through the medium of value investing, the fear is not going to go away. In fact, you are turning fear into a constructive instrument that will drive your investing in line with your psychological setting, which means that every value investor who has fear as the primary emotional driver in his investing cannot be a contrarian. So a value investor and a contrarian investor are on two different levels. The difference between these two levels is the absence of fear. The contrarian investor understands value investing and experiences the absence of fear. He knows how to shed his fear or kick it out. It is not that the contrarian investor never has fear. The contrarian investor travels with fear for a long distance. He is a value investor for a significant part of his journey with an investment idea. But there arrives a critical moment where he kicks fear out. From my experience, the majority of value investors do not have this capacity to kick out the fear, which is why only 1% of value investors turn out to be very strong contrarian investors. But the regular value investor also uses fear to buy at a valuation where he cannot lose. He uses fear as an instrument for decision making. And he also uses that fear all the time. He even sells early. Or he always is looking for validation of the idea from other people when the price goes up. It becomes an obsession for that fearful value investor to always tell the other person about his idea and seek validation. The contrarian investor doesn't care a damn. Once he has made up his mind, he is just going to sit tight. Now, there are a lot of maverick contrarian value investors who killed it in stocks. It's not that they don't have fear. They know how to constructively turn fear and flip it around into conviction and become fearless at some point in time. It is that flip which differentiates a value investor from a value investor who can become a contrarian investor. I've just put a few simple thoughts in your mind. I would love to know what your thoughts are. Please share your thoughts in the comment section and let's keep this conversation going. Thank you for watching this video.